Hello, welcome everybody. Hey, I want to go through my ETF income portfolio with you here. We just had some big distributions over the weekend from our NEOS funds, and I thought this would be a great time to show you exactly how I'm trading it, what we're doing in this portfolio, and what some of the goals are here, because maybe you'll get some ideas of things that you may want to do in your portfolio. Again, take this as entertainment and educational purposes only. Okay, this is just what I'm doing, and if you get some great ideas out of it, awesome. Okay, I just want to share a little bit about how things are going on my end with this. All right, so let's just jump into it and take a look at where we stand in this account. I'm sharing with you right now the spreadsheet that tracks everything. We just took in, so far for the month of March, we still have more distributions to go, but we've taken in $4,759. If you round it up with the cents, 47.60. So 4,760 bucks. The current value in the portfolio at the time of this distribution was 355,942. We did add some more trades, or we did buy some more today, so that value is going to increase. But this is a 1.34% return this month. So the best month of return so far this year. But we're averaging about 1.3% as a whole each month. So 1.3%. We're going to take that. That's going to put us pretty close to 16% for the year in this portfolio, which is really hands off, reinvesting our distributions, letting this thing grow, letting this thing work over time. So let's take a look at the overall portfolio. Okay, and here are some of the positions. So we've got a SPYI, and almost everything here is NEOS funds. So big on the NEOS bandwagon. I love the return of capital. Okay, so it's super tax efficient for me. I love the funds. I love the lack of NAV erosion. So these are really stable funds. We're not getting too crazy with the distributions. Really tracking very well overall for things. All right, so you can see we've added to our SPY position, SPYI, back in May of last year, back in September of last year, and then right at the end of the year. We've put in $98,000 on this. It's worth $99,420, so it's pretty flat on a year. It's up fractionally this year so far. We've taken in a total of $9,141 in distributions. You can see them all the way through here so far. So there's that 9,141 in distributions. Okay, which, considering with the gains on the shares plus the distributions, we're almost $10,000 to the positive, a nice 10% return on investment over the time that we're in there. And when you look at the margin we're using, the thing's up 58% just on the margin being used, which is great. Right? So the average distribution here is about 0.84%. So why is it less than the typical distribution? Well, because we started with a smaller amount, and I'm calculating this average distribution on the current value, okay, or on the cost. And some of these were distributions were when the cost was a lot lower. But I'm okay with that. We'll just keep on rolling. So that is doing great. On QQQI here, this one's down a bit. It's down 7% since we opened with the market, because the stock is down 6.9%. But we're only down 2% with our distributions involved. We've taken in over 4,600, almost $4,700 in distributions. Oh, and by the way, as I look at my allocations, these are the expected allocations for each of these in the portfolio. We're pretty doggone close to our allocations on most of the funds that are in here. So QQQI, we just took in another 974, a pretty good distribution this month. These distributions are really holding up pretty doggone well over time. So even though this one's down a bit because the Qs are down, I'm okay with it. It's generating exactly what I'm expecting it to do out there. So if you're going to take in 974 bucks on this thing on 87,409 as your cost, that's about 1.1% return a month. Exactly what I want. All right, let's take a look at SPYH. Now this one hasn't distributed yet. Here we'll get that in a couple more days. So this one, nothing for this month yet, but it's hanging in there, doing very well overall. And again, the NAV and the current value pretty much right on. We're only down a couple $100 on this one. Now, BTCI, on the other hand, Bitcoin's down 44% since we started this. Now, this is only down about 27%. Still a decent drop, but it's a Bitcoin ETF. We're down about 30 grand on our shares, not due to NAV erosion, but due to the fact that Bitcoin's down 44% since we got into this. Our goal allocation here is only 7%. We were at 14, so we're a little higher than expected because I was adding shares to this thing as Bitcoin was falling. So because I really believe in Bitcoin. So we're not going to be adding more to it at this point. We'll let it just even out, and we'll be reinvesting in some of the other funds that'll bring this in line, but we'll take it. Nice distribution this month as well, 1248. So $1,248 on our original cost of 84,571. Okay, it's a nice 1.5% this month. Okay, if you look at the current value, though, it's an even bigger distribution, but I'll use it on the original cost here. So it's fine. I'm good where we are. NEHI, okay, another NEOS fund. This one's on Ethereum. You can see this one's just hanging in there perfectly on the value of the shares. We have had two distributions. The last one was 879, almost really $880 this weekend. And when you look at it on that original position of 30,140, you're getting about a 2.91% distribution on Ethereum, and I'm really bullish on Ethereum. Now, my goal allocation is 8%. I allocated 8%. I want to add some more to this, so I will probably be adding to this position a little bit more. I'm okay with getting this allocation a little out of whack. Right now, I really believe in Ethereum, but this thing's got a nice 4% return since we started this in February. So can't beat that. Okay, we've also got a gold fund. Now the gold fund's down just a bit because gold's taken a little bit of a beating lately. However, we've got nice distributions coming out. We just took in $306 on this. So 306 on the 50, 932. Okay, it's about a 0.6% return. Okay, pretty conservative. I'll take it. Nothing crazy. Okay. We actually added more today. So really it's on this 29,400. I'm sorry. So because we just added more to it today. So you really got to take this 306.45 divided by the 29,400. Okay, 1.04% return. Okay, and then I added more shares today. So I'm looking to essentially almost double that amount heading into next month. And then lastly here, NIHI, a little bit of an international flavor to what we're doing. A nice distribution of 329 on a $40,000 initial expense on here. So you're getting just under 1%, but it's giving you a little diversification into that. And we're right at our goal allocation. So overall, not too shabby. You can see we've started the year as we've been adding to these funds. Okay. We've got a great ROI going. That's really what is driving it for me. I'm not as much worried about the return on margin, okay, but it is a nice return on margin. We've already booked $12,452 for the year so far. My goal is to get this up as close to $10,000 a month as I can in the next, in the next years, or maybe by the end of this year. I will be contributing some more into this account. But we'll be tracking that with the current value of all the assets that we have in here. So again, the assets are down a bit, mainly because of the Bitcoin and QQQ, but the distributions are holding in there tight. We've got a total of $25,000 in distributions. Okay, so overall we're down a bit, down about 4%, but I'm not. That's better than the market's doing right now. We'll take that, and the return on margin is about 13% overall. So those are the family of funds that I'm in. $4,760 on $355,000 so far. We'll be adding more to that as we go forward. I'm going to keep you in the loop, show you how things are going, but it's really held up very well. Happy with the distributions that we got so far. We've got one more to go this month. distribution-wise. Then at the end of the month, I will give you a month-end look on this. But just a little peek inside the income ETF portion of the portfolio. We are also running the dynamic income poor man covered calls on QQQ and SPY in this account as well. So that's driving additional convexity with the long shares. It's also driving additional income in here. That should put us well over the 10,000 a month mark but before the end of the year, which means my goal is to keep growing this, but I'd like to be somewhere in that $10,000 a month goal without getting crazy. You're not looking at me doing, 32, 25% distribution thing. No, we're just looking to get 1 point, 1.3%, 1.2% a month is totally fine with me. 1.2% a month if you average that out for the year. Again, that's 14%. We're about 1.34. I'm hoping to hit around 16% just on the covered call ETFs. And if we can put in another 5, 6, 7, 10% from the dynamic income poor man covered calls, it's going to be a great return in this account for the year. So looking forward to that. All right, if this was helpful, click the like button down below. If you want to learn more about covered call ETF investing, come on, see us in the Discord, join up. It's the lazy trader account, as I call it, which is an account that you really don't have to pay much attention to. You just let it work. There are some covered calls in there, and then ETFs with covered calls. Nothing crazy, no individual stocks. You just let this thing run, and hopefully it'll be an income generator for you for many years to come. All right. Have a great evening. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.